Last week on Flight Room TV.
People out here struggling, dog, and for them to actually want to do that. Now you get into the mental, like poverty is a real thing in this country, and across the world.
The concert was called Route 91, right?
Mm-hmm.
Route 91 Harvest.
The Harvest.
So you take 9-1 plus the 10-1. That's what? 9/11, 01. 01.
Yep.
Twin Tower shit.
Because it's interesting, like she really dug a motherfucking hole though. Because first off she started talking about women and how they dress and how they asking for it or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then got into the vaccines and then put the cherry on top talking about the beloved Barack Obama.
You better stop.
Like, come on, dog.
This guy was like working alone and he fired 1,100 rounds, and then they found like another 3,000 in the room, and he brought up 20 bags of ammunition over X amount of days. Nobody seen this shit. He used the employee elevator. I work in the casino, bro. There's
no way.
Yeah, they said he put up surveillance outside of his room, but when they got to this room, the hard drive was gone and he was shot dead. Come on, you already know, bro. I be on that shit. Like I can't watch movies, shows,
I was
nothing.
Like, oh, okay,
regular. I am always like, oh,
taking notes,
like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme when he's like pointing.
Yeah,
like ooh, I'm everything I watch. I'm like, bro, like they put these shit in movies.
Your truth ain't my truth, bitch.
Pretty much an employee of the FBI, so.
So would you
say
it's a
different situation than trying to
you
regulate
that
guns?
He was what's those things that
he's an asset.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
MK.
It looked like Eyes Wide Shut. The checkerboard floors, and then how all of them were wearing masks and stuff like this. These are the elite. They get so bored with their money that they put you like you are the game. It's one big metaphor. Like this was in Squid Game, and then this.
That's what you see. That's when they started speaking English too.
Yeah.
Right. And then this is Eyes Wide Shut. Like what's the difference?
Right, bro.
The hoods and all that stuff.
Even the gold.
And then the actual the head chief. I'm not going to spoil it all the way, but the guy that was fully in charge. He had the owl jump, the owl, Moloch, Bohemian Grove, all that shit.
Yep, all seen. Yeah.
It's not like 9/11. We'll never forget, but I think it's some shit that America wants to forget. Because ingrown, it's in home type shit or whatever. So that's my thing about this shit.
Dude, women have probably the biggest, clearest channel called intuition, which goes with their thoughts. Wow. You know what I'm saying? They don't even maximize that sometimes. They use that for the fuck shit. So
American Horror Story feel to it too.
Or even
bro, can we touch on that too real quick?
I was like,
can we touch on that real quick? Just real
crazy scene of the SWAT rolling through Tropicana. And y'all been on the Vegas Strip? Mandalay's at the south of the Strip. And Tropicana is like north.
Yeah.
Why SWAT rolling through there?
Yeah, like why would you come that way?
Listen, Tropicana.
But then I told you it got to a point where it was a baby involved, and they said the babies are the purest form of this pill. They were going crazy for the baby, and that's when I was like, "Oh my God, it's showing me right now how pure the baby is for these months. They're getting power off the source of the baby." And they even say it like, "Oh no, even the milliseconds you
do it elsewhere." I'm saying, dog.
You can't say that, B.
Why not?
You can't say do it elsewhere. Like, what are you supposed to do?
What you mean?
He's supposed to do it where? Like,
go build your own shit. The same way that BET came up and did their own shit, Black Entertainment, whatever, right? They didn't have it at one point in time. Now we do, right?
Mm-hmm.
They can go do what the fuck they need to do elsewhere. It ain't no different.
Do the GET.
Niggas get it out. Niggas get it out the mud all the time.
Let's see a theory though, as far as like the Squid Game thing, and you said pill. the game that he's playing in the subway with the red card and the blue card. They said if you would have took the it's the same thing as like the red pill and the blue pill.
Right.
They said if you did that whole other, it would have been like a whole other storyline.
He would have been one of the he would have been one of the guard.
Probably, yeah. And people are kind of like daring people to actually be candid with their thoughts. And then the moment you do that shit, guess what? We got some consequences for you being able to express yourself freely. But you can express yourself freely and put your expressions on everybody else. But when the moment there's somebody that don't agree with that shit, that's a problem. So it's like a weird like game of chicken that
corruption in it when them cats was selling them body parts.
Right. And
you see what I'm saying?
I think the doctor
and then the body parts. Look at that. Human trafficking, the organs.
Yes.
Ooh, what about that?
Ooh, what about that?
They just showing
we got the heterosexual rappers out this joint, and we always throwing the shit out there. I'm fucking bitches and
I got the most
you know
hoes.
what I'm saying? I got the most hoes. You got the least hoes. You know what I'm saying?
Put a shadow on like truth, and they allow propaganda to be at the top of your timeline over and over again. And the thing is, like, I don't know, like, if there's a whistleblower on CNN, like, how valid is that? Like, what's the end game? You know what I'm saying? I really don't trust the actual whistleblower.
What was that about?
I think a Muslim is caring about what they doing in the Christian Baptist church? No,
as long as they're not impeding their beliefs.
They stay to themselves. I'm over here saying like you can expect things of yourself because you govern your own self, but when you expect for somebody else to do something that they are not in your subconscious, they are not part of you. You know what I'm saying? Their expectations are their expectations. Your expectations are yours. But when you rub your expectations and you assume that a person is thinking a certain way and y'all on a different page, now it's a misunderstanding.
Company too, but it's also confusing to me because she's supposed to be a data scientist, and one of the things with data scientists is you're supposed to keep the integrity of whatever. So how the fuck you want to be a data scientist any place else if you can't keep the integrity of?
No, maybe that's why she got her own.
Wow,
but why?
Very good point.
But why would I hire you?
Seems to me that as the gay community is seeking affirmation from the non-gay community so that they can feel gayer about themselves.
What do you mean gayer? Like a gay nigga is not gonna be like any gayer.
I'm
like,
just
gay
saying.
Gay.
You see what I'm saying? I don't get it. It's like if it seems like the misunderstandings happen more in relationships and people that you're actually close with, rather
Thank you for touching on that. Yeah.
Than rather than at your job. You ain't gonna have too many misunderstandings at your job. You see what I'm saying? And it's where's that balance at? Like, I'm gonna go to work, I'm gonna do everything master say. But when I come home, oh yeah, I forgot you had said that. Or is that there's already enough problems and issues as it is. You're trying to impede on a situation that's already bad.
Trying to infiltrate some shit that's already fucked up.
And you're trying to right a ship. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like you're trying to right a ship
that's sinking.
You know what I'm saying? And all you're doing, and you come on, and guess what? All of y'all niggas weigh 10,000 pounds. It's like you are adding to the problem, bro.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Go get on your own ship. Like, people, it was a lot more sensitive. We're becoming a lot more sensitive, which means we have to put a lot more restrictions on shit.
Leaked documents reveal U.S. Navy experiments with a space-time modification weapon.
Space-time modification weapon. Keywords in there. I want to know what it do.
When you dress like that, I'm not saying you deserve the gross comments, but you know what you're doing when you put that outfit on too. We know what we're doing when we put certain things on.
See, my only thing with this
kind of accurate, but it's insensitive.
Yeah, it really is though, because you can't speak for every woman.
Jesus Christ! Listen to this. Under uniquely defined conditions, the plasma compression fusion device can lead to development of a space-time modification weapon, a weapon that can make the hydrogen bomb seem more like a firecracker.
Right.
Oh,
Why?
shit.
What the
Because
do you think people, work around the clock to come up with this, or they had an inspiration from a higher source or old texts from
I would
ancient
say
It's gotta be a
civilization?
I would
combination,
say
man.
old text. I would
It's gotta
say
be
a
a
lot of
combination,
old
man.
technology that in the Dhammapada, the Buddha joint said, "What you think you become, what you feel you attract, and what you imagine you create." And it's just like, dang.
I've like read wild shit that like our whole like beef with like the Middle East is not about weapons of mass destruction. It's like unexcavating old, ancient, powerful technology. That's what this shit is about.
I'm sure of it, but
'Cause
they made it
that
seem
was
like
like
it's
That's what they
oil.
said the whole Hitler shit was about. That's what they said Hitler was about.
yeah, I mean, yeah, he was the biggest like grave digger of
That's
him
what
and
that
Just going
whole
around snatching shit up.
Avengers shit was about. The
Yeah.
whole
I don't want to say it's a lack of empathy, but it's also a discourse in empathy. Whereas though, like basically, I can't necessarily feel the same way you're feeling, and so because I don't feel how you feel, sometimes it causes a misunderstanding.
the more time goes by, the more things are accepted. It didn't used to be accepted for women to, or for you to wear, you know what I'm saying, crosses and stuff like that. But now, you know what I'm saying, now it's accepted. It's like, oh, it's okay. So it's like, when does it, how much time needs to pass for the things that aren't okay scripturally to be okay in the future? But then if that's the case, people like what is actually okay and what's not okay,
as much as the people allow,
right? Because if you were to raise somebody from the dead from the Egyptian times right now, according to their beliefs, I
Niggas
am
would flip
living
the
a
fuck out.
very satanic life right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But
It's like you said, I watch shows after we've done them and looked at some shit I've said and be like, damn, I didn't even say it like that, or so so I can see how some people take shit the wrong way, because when you are in the moment, it's not scripted. Like if you're clear minded and know, like you're in the know and feel confident about that, the energy you put behind that shit will come to fruition like faster than you even think. That's what's so like. You ever notice how like you could be thinking negative, and the negative shit will happen though. Like the bullshit will happen because you are like you putting so much energy towards it. It's like,
how you gonna run into misunderstandings? People don't accept the fact that it's okay to if I don't know, I don't know, and that's what we run into
Just
problems in the church.
Stop acting
Where,
like
you know
you
what I'm
do.
saying, like you act like a preacher don't like, dog, you don't know everything.
Don't
dog.
know, just feel.
Just say it, like it's okay, dog. I was just asking you a question to see what you was gonna say. I know you don't know the answer. I know this. You just feel it. Be where your feet are at. And the same thing applies with your mind. Be where your mind, if your mind is everywhere and is scrambled and you have no focus, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can't even focus on, not even saying on the moment, but if there's a goal that you have to do, if you need a task accomplished for the day or what have you, or for the week or whatever you need to do, if you're everywhere, you can't really focus. That's tough.
Your dude Stephen Paddock, he had a plane that was once owned by the Obama administration, Corey.
Wait.
So he was an asset. Your thoughts, everything you thought, everything you're thinking now is a current, it's electricity. And everything that's around you is a receiver to that electricity. So if you're sending out negative, that's why they call it shit negative and positive currents, that other shit is going to pick up on the shit.
Yep.
R. Kelly vows to expose Hollywood pedophile ring. Big names will be revealed.
This is bigger than me. If I'm going,
not being flexible with your thoughts, being too, I always say this, but just being too committed to being right.
Yeah.
Being on
committed
one
to
side
yourself.
Being on one side of the fence. Like I see like this shit all the time. Like everybody that's on Twitter, That like these niggas have no understanding. Like everybody is so pressed to be right, or